That one. I did see an error with my other scripts in the new video editor. Could take a look at that first. See if that has an issue. Maybe I should put this. Where's my. Oops. Put down here, maybe. Got a convention. They can do a little test on this footage. Got some snacks today. Got these again. Freeze-dried strawberry. And then some graham type fortune cookie and graham type goldfish. And then these are pretzel things. I just had an idea. I could make a script or part of the other program. So for example, this is this video project. It could somehow start up or create, like drag drop all this stuff into all the relevant stuff into here. So I don't have to do it manually. Any tiny little thing feels like it would make a difference. Anyways, let's open this one up. This is the last one of the box, the bag technically. Luck is coming your way. Yeah, it's very generic. There's a bunch of duplicates. Lucky number 8, 15, 20, 21, 33, and 36. So I think I got this one a few times. I'll take it. Yeah, so, I mean, I could do that now, technically. So I can go to studio mode in OBS. and then put up this. That should be good for now. So I'm thinking having another tab up here, and there'll be a button to select a folder. We go into here, it would ignore these because those are raw files. We'd go into here. Oh, that is GPS footage. There's a camera in it. This one's fine to use. It's called Project Media Custom Bins. I don't know if this is possible with the API, we'll see. Actually, What are the new Vegas files named? I think they're the same, but veg. That should be good. Run it. First. All right. Switch here for a second. Let's pull up a notepad. Never know what's in there. I'm just gonna copy paste this because, yeah, I mean, I use it, but I might save it somewhere. Yeah. Okay. What was it? Bro. legitimate copy paste job. That looks questionable. Open these strawberries. Forgot what I was doing for a second. Yeah. So view this. Okay, that is not correct. Did I not compile it? Pretty sure I did. These are in here. But why? Probably because this is the wrong... No, that's the correct spot. Build. Yeah, that showed up. So they should be fresh. Okay. I don't know why that was the case. Just make sure. I don't know what folder it's going to show up. Oh, okay. It used this one. This type of... In my case. Let's see what. $2025, $329. Okay, why am I not seeing it? Oh, okay. Yeah, these are, I put these in here. They're kind of a backup, but also I'm using that instead of my official stuff. So let me cancel that. Paste these. Would you look at that? That's flippin' fantastic. Programming. You know that meme about the crazy alien guy? Let me find an example. Oh, I forgot to make a clip of that. One. I don't even remember what day it was. I was doing programming, and then the AI suggested to me a thing that had a link to Rickroll. That was kind of funny. Yeah, I don't even remember what day it was. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Alien guy meme. Yeah, this guy. Programming. Computers. Yeah. Does the clip thing work here? Create clip. Oh, like it's linked. Twitch ready to install. This one. I have to log in. Holy crap, just let me install the flipping plugin. Did it do anything? Click that. I can add an account. Authorize. Okay, that should work. Okay. Yeah, that was cool. It worked. Exported photos. So in this case, we're going to do details and sort by modified date. Because GoPro file naming is stupid. There we go. Here in a second. Yeah. Just want to make sure I didn't start the recording in an awkward thing. Yeah. Very nice. Very easy. That did not work. How's it going? Just doing some quick scripting of this video editing program. So what I just made here, let's see what's on screen. Anyways, how are you today? So if we go all the way up to the top of this chat, this is Gemini Pro in AI Studio. It's surprisingly good. It's like 90% of the time at writing code. So I made all of this just for a few simple changes. Here was my request. Yeah, it looks like it's on screen. Yeah. It says, basically this video editor, when I want to start a new project, I tend to have stuff ready. And I would have to go through the process of copying, making a new folder, copying files to it, making another new folder, copying files to it. So instead of that, I made a little script to do it in 2 clicks, you know, or maybe a few more than 2 clicks, but pretty close. So that worked nicely and worked on the first try. Yeah. Very cool. So it's got the photos in here, it's got the GoPro footage, and it's got some phone photos as well. Whoops. Oh man, this thing is kind of awkward. Yeah, so pretty easy. What I'm doing here with it is, so that's what it looks like, the new piece. I'll see if I can change this color style. For some reason it's a white color. Anyways, so I select a folder and then I pick one of my projects and then it goes through the process. Very nice. And then that's the console output for it. So we can see it found 343 photos and it put them into the relative or relevant folder that it made in the program itself of the same name. So, and then all the other stuff. GoPro footage, the phone photos, yeah. And then it made the actual project file. So I didn't have to do that either. Little things like that tend to build up and help out to do all of this faster and easier and better. It's kind of cool. Sorry, I was eating some freeze-dried strawberries. Anyways, that was nice. Oh, I had an issue with one of my other scripts. This editor is called Vegas Pro. The company Boris FX just bought this software, and I did recently purchase an upgrade for this version, the new one, this. And before that, it was Magic's company, and then before that, it was Sony, and then before that, it was whatever the original company's name was. I don't even know. I got into this program back when it was Sony. But it has a really solid scripting engine, or basically API, and you can connect to it with Visual Studio C# .NET framework, specifically 4.8, which is an older one. Hopefully they update that at some point, especially with this new company that owns the software now. I feel like they're ready to improve things and stuff, but we'll see. Anyways, that's how it connects, is as I'm using class library DLLs, but you can just have C# code that it'll parse in the editor itself. So it's impressive. You know, you basically have unlimited possibilities with the scripting. But yeah. And this specific one here, this is also a class library DLL, but it's using a WinForms different way of connecting to the editor than the one that we just saw here. This one's built in is I think it's called a custom command type, where I can move it, I can dock it. I need to press the control key. There we go. Yeah, so they work fairly differently. This one's more challenging to do stuff with. But yeah, I have the other one as well. I did notice it did crash yesterday or day before yesterday when I was closing the script in the editor, the new version, you know, the Boris FX version. So I'm going to take a look at that and see if we can reproduce the issue and then have the AI fix it for us. So we can give that a shot. I'm just going to make sure this is compiled. And then it puts all of the DLL files and everything in a specific folder that Vegas Pro looks at by default. And then if I click this, there it shows up. And close it. It didn't crash that time. Maybe it was just a rare occurrence. Nope. I wish it would have saved the error message. We can do this to the project real soon here. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not crashing on me. Whoops, let's put this here. Let's add a folder. I mean, a track. What am I saying? Save a new version of this. So here's another one, another script that I made. Basically, these are all pictures from the event. And then this is GoPro footage. I think I had it on a strap. No, well, no, it looks like I had it on a backpack because it's right side up. And then I have a script that I can relate the photos to the GoPro footage based on EXIF information and then the start time date of the GoPro footage. It's not perfect. It's got some quirks, but it does work with enough finesse. And definitely significantly faster than if I were to try to do it by hand. So we can go to the script again, and then it's in this place photos thing. See, I have just make sure, well, maybe I'll move this chat window thing. I'll just hide it for now. It's kind of not relevant for the moment. Yeah, so there's a bit of information that it relates to what I have selected. The top part here is this GoPro clip. It says accessed today. Created because I copied it. So the modified date is the thing that we want to use, and that's the default. So we can look at the time date information here and here. So that says 226, and this one says 240 something. So it could be right, but I don't think that's right. I'm going to subtract 20 minutes. And then there's negative, positive offsets. And then just place photos and see what happens. Oh, before I do that, let's redo. So I'm going to select all of this and then go back to the script. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not crashing. I don't know what I had done to make it crash. Go here, and then I have this. I don't know what that does, but the offset thing, we click on that. And you can watch that split up. So this is, now this should basically be offset based on actual time. So that when I place photos, I can have them align with this more likely. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let me see, what is that? I think I turned something on that adds those red lines. I don't know if I want those there. Question is, what was it? I don't know. Man, these strawberries are pretty good, but they kind of stick to my teeth. There we go. I don't know what. Okay. So that's what that was. So those were unquantized edges. Anyways, now we've got the GoPro footage split by date time information. I mean, separated by, spaced. My screen just made a big popping noise. Spaced out. Scripting. What am I doing? Okay, let's just click this. I added this up here. This is my script. But you can also access them through run script, or if they're in a certain folder, they'll show up here. This is clearly just everything that's inside the folder. But this is the one. It's kind of a weird. I feel like this. I feel like they should fix this. I should send them a email or something. What am I doing? Yeah, let's click that. Oh, first reselect all of these. And then make sure that's selected. And then run the script again. And go here. I was going to say 20-minute negative offset, modified date, place photos. Yeah, so we zoom in. See, it's not quite right. So I'm just going to redo it. Make sure these are selected. I'm going to say 10 minutes. I think that's worse. So yeah, like I said, it's not perfect. Let's do 30 minutes. Because I don't know which direction I'm going. I thought I was going whatever, but let's see if that works. Nope, that's worse. There's probably a way to make this work better, but I can't always rely on the GoPro footage to be correct with stuff like this. Let's say 5 minutes. Or we could just not put it offset. No, there's still stuff back there. Maybe it needs to be even more. Whoops, modified date. I don't see the file name. Let's just 1 hour negative offset and see what it looks. Yeah, that's fine. So basically I just wanted to get the first photo here visible because we can move them. Let's see what it is. So, whoops. Turn that off. I can't tell if this is duplicate. No, it looks like one file. Okay, so that's that person in the furry head. We can look in here and find it. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something here. Why is that one not in the photos? Oh, I probably didn't have the GoPro footage on. Okay. Yeah, so I don't have GoPro footage of this person. That's okay. Just go back here. Like I said, this is not a perfect... Just gonna zoom in a little bit here. Let's put a marker, and then I can select all that stuff. Yeah, this is a little awkward, but it's still very much faster. Problem is I can't select this stuff easily when it's so thin. Oops. There we go. So say probably around here somewhere. Yeah, there's some overlap. That's okay. So here we can see that's relatively close. So actually I probably need to move it a little bit over. So in case I can select everything again. And then do that. There we go. Cool. So this could be relatively close. You can just browse some of the other ones. So for example, my camera was down really far, so it's not visible in the frame. 100%. Go here. You can see that that one is pretty close. See, this isn't necessarily all of the photos, so that's why the camera might not be perfect. And when it starts taking photos, because it could be a photo I didn't include in the exported ones. But yeah, you can see it's close enough, right? So that's the general idea here. I would like to include those, but I don't necessarily need footage for it. We can get rid of these. And then I can use the ripple function down here, auto ripple, just to move these over. Oh, that's not set right. So you can, with this auto ripple feature, affected tracks, bus tracks, and then everything. I usually have it set to everything. So that takes the other ones at the top as well. Delete. Easy. All right. Turn that off. Now I'll just walk around at this point, look around. This was a university that they have a convention, and I've been there quite a bit over the years. It's pretty cool. So I was curious to see what the status was of the student center. I mean, not, just what it looked like right now. It's one of my friends, longtime convention scene friends. Got a relaxed bear picture. Make this look better. Look at that. Yeah, that was her booth. Most of the stuff that she makes that I see is like bird paintings and stuff of her own design. I mean, I could probably include those, but I don't have any footage for it. Put that there. Yeah, so that is the makings of another convention video. I've missed a bunch of conventions already this year. My car is fine, but I'm always concerned at this point, doing long trips, things like that, and other reasons. I just haven't gone too much this year so far. But there are some coming up that I would hopefully like to go out to. We'll see. Yeah. So that script, I don't know why I raised my voice so much. That script seems to be working fine. For whatever reason, it crashed at one point, but I don't know why. Maybe, did it happen on stream? It might have. So I might have footage of it. And then I could just copy paste type out the error message. Probably not worth it at the moment because it seems all right. Yeah. So we can close that for now. This one, don't really need that for now either. Let's go back to this. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. Let's see if I can change this. I don't even know where style stuff would be. Well, I guess it's fine for now. This whole thing needs to be redesigned. Let's pull this up. We can also put this back. I think I'm going to move my chat windows over here. Oops. I want... Okay, that's better. So in here, I should have a copy of this, but here's the general design document as it stands at the moment. Auto-editing tool set. We could try to get this working properly. High quality silence removal thing. Let's, whoops. View. Toolbox. Got a checkbox. We've got. I wonder if you can do vertical tabs. I feel like that would probably be the thing that would work best here. Do a list view maybe. List box. Flow layout panel. This is basically WinForms. Oops. Some good containers. Tab layout panel, tab control. The text is vertical. Kind of, maybe. That should be good enough to get something out of it. I still haven't really thought super well about the editing stuff. So the 4 here, I don't know if those even correspond properly to the design document. There's definitely a lot more than 4 in here. Difficult to read. That's even worse. Bro, let me flippin'. It's really fighting me to... Uh-oh, did it fail? That's a bad sign. Keep trying. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of code. A lot of tokens. Holy. You know that like smiley emoji that pukes rainbows or whatever? That reminds me of the code being spilled out right now. That is a lot. Okay. I think this thing's gonna run out of compute pretty soon. Because this is the free tier. Wait, where's my... Okay. Yeah, it's doing some specific stuff to draw those. Interesting. When there's a will, there's a way with programming. And AI knows all of the ways, or many of them, that I don't. So I probably would not have gotten that extreme to do a custom draw item event just to draw text horizontally for control. So, yeah, I'll take it though. Let's minimize this a bit. So this is the main view designer. I feel like I should change the name of these to fit the Vegas naming. Give me the entire file. Kind of excessive, but as long as it works. Actually, let me see what it said here. That's fine. There we go. I click this. Bro. I get what it's doing, but if you're not very, very explicit with this thing, it's doing things that I just would not prefer. But if I were more detailed, I'd probably get a better result here. Let's build that. Let's pull one of these up. Let's see if I can find some stuff to mess around with. Just had an idea. Like a full automatic edit thing. And understanding the project. I can't spell. Again, I'm very limited on local AI models. So my best GPU is 8 gigabytes of VRAM at the moment. I mean, it seems like some of the models around 30 are getting pretty good, apparently. But yeah, you still need a good amount of. I mean, even a 5090 wouldn't be able to fully house a maybe. There are some that are around 27 billion parameter, but anything I think around 30 would, you have to account for context. So that's all of your own inputs, and the bigger the context, it's both good and bad. Bigger is better in ways, but if it's too big, then sometimes it just doesn't work right. Or probably a lot of the time. But to get enough GPU for a 30-ish billion parameter model would be nice, and then even 70 would be even better. But that's so expensive. Because there aren't many GPUs that would have anything. I think there's one that's like $5,000 or $10,000 that has 96 gigabytes. I could take a look. GPUs with 96 gigabytes of VRAM. Yeah, the RTX Pro 6000 Max Q. 12,000. Yeah. Such a ripoff. I'm sorry. It's the price is so stupidly inflated. So yeah, one of these would be nice. Actually, two of them. I'd like two. Yeah. It's $10,000. Yeah, it's 96 gigabytes of RAM. What the hell is that? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's the state of the local stuff. This would be nice. One of these. I'd be fine with one for the, for a while. $10,000. $1.7 terabytes per second memory bandwidth. I mean, the hardware in it, sure, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there, but in reality, the price to me versus what's in here doesn't make sense. If it were $5,000, yeah, maybe. But $10,000? Come on, NVIDIA. Yeah, something like that. So the thing is, even that, you couldn't use a bunch of the most advanced models that are into the hundreds of gigabytes in size. So you would still be pretty limited in some ways with that, which is kind of comical for a $10,000 GPU. But the state of things and hardware and access and what's that word? Trying to think of the word. Scarcity. Yeah, scarcity. Companies love scarcity because they can charge whatever they want. Anyways, let's take a look at this thing. Is that better? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the scroll bar. Kind of disappeared. I mean, not the scroll bar, but the progress bar. I mean, this probably kind of fits the theme, but that's way too bright. It's supposed to automatically follow the Vegas Pro theming. Bad takes. Delete ripple timeline. Yeah, it's missing a bunch of stuff here too. I'm missing some stuff here. This is probably a good one. Whoops. Oh, duh. I can use my new thing. Actually, let me copy this. Oh, let's see if there's another one. Oh, I don't know if I saved those. Well. Just copying over some files to the other drive. Because I don't want to mess with my official project folder files until I've got this thing, highly checked. Let's go into... This is kind of slow. I don't know how I feel about this. I'll probably modify this to work a little bit differently. Here we go. So we've got a project. So we can pull up our dashboard. And then it's this one, initialize. So now I just made stuff. Just a few clicks. Very nice. Can transcribe. Let's do both of these. Large, turbo, large. I don't even know. Let's do the base one. I don't even know if that button works. We don't really need these. So let's click that. And then pop out the thing and take a look at it. So again, this is using Whisper Timestamped. It's an open source project based on OpenAI Whisper that gives you word level accuracy for timecode. So each word has a timecode attached to it. With the actual original Whisper API, it's not that accurate. So if you're doing any type of editing using this project is much better. It's kind of slow. Let me see if it's actually doing anything. Looks like it. It's using more GPU memory than it should. And the GPU itself is at 30% utilization. I'm streaming, but come on. Wonder if there's another bug. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just spooling up. Or who knows what. Oh, how's it going? Do you make games? I have made a few in the past, but I don't do too much game programming. So if you're talking about the category I'm in on Twitch, this is the only one for programming. So that's why I'm in here. Yeah. Let me see. What is it called? Software and game development. Yeah, so software, right? I mean, I could always maybe in the future go back and look at that stuff. Is there anything where I can give my part of what artist? No, sorry. These are just personal projects. Uh, yeah, I mean, you could probably find some type of forum still a thing? Maybe a Discord channel that is looking for people to group up for projects. I don't even know. There used to be a game programming website that I would look at occasionally. Let me see if they still exist. Game dev dot. No, that's not a thing anymore. Maybe they were called something else. GameDev.net. Oh, that site's gone. Wow. Hmm. See if there's an alternative. Let's see. Stack Exchange, maybe there. Oops. It's just not letting me look at the website. I don't know if people try to organize projects here. 18 hours ago. Hmm. Yeah, this is just more of a question and answer type forum thing. Let's see. Go dot scratch. Yeah, it's challenging. I mean, it's not personally I haven't looked into it, but there used to be 90s 2000s forums for game development and people would go there and chat and then that's kind of the type of place that people would connect and start making projects together. That's in the 90s. I did that with Visual Basic on a forum, I think it was. And then I don't remember how long we worked together, but yeah, we were working on a real time strategy game. It didn't get finished. I did a lot of stuff for it and I still have the code, but it's in Visual Basic standard. And then it uses DirectX type libraries. Maybe the AI stuff could fix it at some point, make it work. But, or at least convert it to something relevant and new and then make it work. We can ask Google, where do people find to start there's a Discord. I don't know, Reddit. I don't know. Yeah, GameDev.net is dead. That's sad. Huh. How old is this? 8 months? It must have been recent. Well, here's a Reddit for it. Game Dev Classifieds. There's 28,000 visitors per week. Yeah, maybe something like this. So if someone's looking for a pixel artist. Oh, okay. Well, oh, yep. Uh, Another artist thing, another hiring thing. I mean, it's classified, so I guess it's not like freelance, people just wanting to hang out and do game dev. Yeah, this, man, my voice. This is, or like a paid thing, it looks like. Wow, what is that? 3D animators for indie, solo dev, stylized realistic. That's cool looking, whatever it is. Hmm. Concept artist. It's a promoted thing. Yeah, I don't think this is really what I was looking for. Let's try this one. INET. Oh, I need a team. Okay, yeah. This is probably more along the lines of, if you're still here, this subreddit. Problem is, it doesn't look like it gets a ton of visitors. Looking for an artist. Professional artist looking to build a studio. Programmer seeking artist. Yeah, I feel like this might be a one to take a look at if you're looking for people to do game dev with. Oh, it just locked up my browser. Okay. Weird. Let's close that. So this one is good. Looks like we've got our transcriptions. Let's go into here. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. I don't know if I need more stuff. I'll have to look into that. Let's see. Do see what it says about that. I should be able to put that here. Okay, I don't know why this one's here. And this is not a great one for a test. This thing's generating waveforms. Stop that. Main form. Okay, these are not in order. It's kind of a mess. I could just copy the whole thing and then delete any extras. Probably the best route. It's not highlighting duplicates. I mean, not surprising because it's just doing assignments. That's irritating. I can't think of an easy way to do this. Yeah, that's clearly more than... It's not going to work. Pretty sure I copied these. I'll just do it again, just in case. There we go. So the negative, whoops, what am I doing? Huh? The negative of using this method is just, it's not even in there. So probably just is this. But to get Gemini Pro in here somehow, I'd probably have to, I mean, I'd have to pay for API access if it's even possible. And I do not want to pay to do programming. Back in my day, the IDE for like Visual Studio was hundreds of dollars, if not more. But then they made the community version, and just generally programming hasn't been a paid thing, except for like game libraries. And those tend to be even just like based on release of and how many sales you have. Yeah, the problem is this is very prone to typos, what I'm doing here. And in a way, it's a waste of time. How did I do that? Man. Another way I could do it. This is dumb, but man, this is a flipping mess. Whatever, I'm just gonna tell it to give me the entire thing. Let's see if that works. It's gonna be huge. I don't know if it has the output for this file. Oh, I said the wrong thing anyways. No, that's the right one. Okay, let's look for this. What was it? Yeah, that's not right. That one. Okay, that's one function. see if it works. This is generally the thing that breaks Gemini Pro in the AI Studio is these designer files. As you can see why it's a flipping mound of tokens. And I'm probably going to redo this anyways. Oh well. What I should probably do in the future is just define the UI totally myself and not even give it the designer files. And then just have it focus on the function of things. Probably better. Yeah, see, it failed. It's probably gonna run out of compute for this account. That could have been why it stopped too. I mean, there's a huge file, but we'll see. Oops, was it? What? Let's look for. What the hell is it giving me? Okay. It's done for. Let's go back to what I can do maybe is, let me see if it copied the good stuff. These were the ones that were the problem. Science. So go here. It's not even in order. Crap. Dude. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Can I just undo everything? Okay, so this is default. So this should be default. And we can go back, delete this mound of stupid. Delete. Let's take this. That down here. Save. So I got one. Copy. Paste. Next. 2. It's right above it. Yeah, it's putting stupid stuff in here too. Okay, that's the same trigger. And that is not the same. It is totally not the same. Okay, that one doesn't exist. Just put it wherever. I don't think it matters. Save. That one doesn't exist. Copy. Doesn't exist. Nope. Oops, I keep screwing up. Okay. My human brain is not designed for these sequence-based check, copy, paste, verify. This is what a computer is for. Why is it automatically doing things? I just want it to work, so I'm doing this for the one attempt. What it should have told it was split the two up into things that exist and don't exist. And then I would have been able to more easily do it. I could have copy pasted the ones that didn't exist and then modify the ones that did exist. That would have been smarter. But I'm going to take a guess and say that this chat window for Gemini Pro is out of compute. So I'm just going to do it like this for now. Keeps going and going. I mean, if I did it all manually myself, it would have been slow as well. You know, just dragging, dropping, adding different controls to the form. It's kind of a lose-lose situation. I don't know why that's not working. Whoops. I think there were some errors. What the hell is this? We'll see if this thing will still run. So I'm pretty sure I added that function. See if it works. It's working for the moment. It's kind of a mess. Logic. I mean, it is the same thing. Okay. See what this looks like. Looks like a mess. What is this? I did not double click. I'm just going to give it the files again. Right, I'm gonna give it the main form files. Let's see. See if we hit the compute limit. I'm gonna try to print the whole flipping thing again. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Or maybe it will, but we'll see. It's only 1,000 something lines, come on. Maybe with the context of the thing in the previous message, it'll be able to do it. Nope. An ass. See how far down I got. Let's just... copy. Whoops. Okay, screwed that up. Let's leave that one in. Just be consistent here and put that stupid thing in. Yes. No. What the flippin' crap, bro? Why is it doing that? It's messed up. Okay. Sure. It's even worse. Yeah, don't let AI make these. That's the thought of the day. It's not. I think I'll end stream once this maybe works, and then I'll work on it off stream. So all that just to give me the one thing you flipping gave me. Okay. Whoops, I clicked on something. Not that. Dang it. So we got this one. Let's minimize that. And then not this one. Wait. It's like the browser jumped and I don't know where I am. So I think we have that one. Yeah, it jumped. We don't have this one. So those two things. Okay. See if that does anything. Okay, we got more stuff now. What the heck? Yeah, it keeps insisting on mixing stuff together. Sure. Okay. All right. I don't know what it did. It shouldn't be grouping these. So you need to be very explicit, I guess, with this thing. We've got some files here. Auto edit, auto edit. Words. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, I see what it's doing, but that's not. Well, because once a file is edited, none of it would be useful. So grouping it together in a way makes sense. Extract. This could be super useful once it works. Reaction spikes are also interesting. Identify B-roll sections. Trigger phrases. Q&A highlights. That's not. Let's turn those off. Man, this just keeps going. I'm surprised it didn't cut me off. Let's see. I'll close that. Get rid of that for the moment. Main view. Yeah. Okay, it's multiple functions. There's those markers. Process action regions. So I think it's these. Whoops. Save. All right. didn't work. So now I was having issues with Vegas Pro scripting. I could give it the APIs files again. Well, that's it for that. Envelopes. The quota. It's like drugs, but computer programming. All right. I'm done for now with this on stream. I'm going to still mess around with it, but it'll be off stream. Peace.